they just launched the early contract for Lyria, like said, her event's a week from now. Um, so there's also like a little video we can watch, so we can put this up here. We'll put this on, so let's like said just to play this here, and so I'm gonna just be quiet for a few seconds. All right, so there you go. So that's her teaser video. I like that they actually integrated into the player into the game this time instead of making it go to YouTube. Like, 'cause you previously it would click and move, open up a YouTube window, which, super unnecessary. So they actually have it incorporated into the game, and you can buy an early contract. So 3-star Violet +1 for $25. You do get a unique when you do that. If you want to go up to 4 stars and Orange +1. It's $50, and if you want to go to Red +1 and 5 stars, $200. Yeah, hard to recommend buying these. You will be able to get some of her souls from the event, though. Like I said, I've heard they're going to be doing some different things like this with this one, so I'll have to see how the event actually goes. Like maybe like if there's going to be a forgotten treasury or whatever to get souls. Because that's how it has been for the last couple of new heroes, but we'll see. But right, 3-star Violet's probably fine. I mean, if you want the unique, the unique's pretty cute. I do like the unique. I don't know if it's $25 cool though. It's not a skin. It's not like a special skin. Like if this came with like a unique skin with her, like if it's just a cosmetic skin, because they've done like cosmetic only skins. If it was like a cosmetic skin, like for her with this $25, I would say this is a lot more worth it. But a unique, like said, like there's so many uniques in this game that it's kind of like, even I, like said, right first, like when they first started adding a bunch of them, I was a lot more in different League Arena. So what, this must be coming soon. This is new. Like I used to be really, really hardcore about collecting all of these. Like for a long time, I didn't miss a single one that was available to me. But as they've gotten like more and more, I just like said not as cool anymore. But yeah, but anyway, we can now see her like abilities properly here. Lyria collects a soul every time someone dies in the battlefield. Once activated, Lyria opens a portal to the realm of the dead, unleashing vengeful spirits. The portal releases at least 3 spirits. With each of them dealing 1 strike, the number of extra spirits scales the number of reaped souls, but cannot exceed 7. Each extra hit consumes 1 reaped soul. All hits target the enemy with the lowest health. So this is a 45% physical attack plus 50 damage. So that's as we haven't seen the scaling, like how much damage these were doing yet. So this is our first look at like these abilities properly. Bonds of alliance. So Lyria binds herself to an ally with the highest physical attack for 12 seconds. Both Lyria and the bonded ally receive a vampirism bonus. While the bonds of alliance are active, vampirism restores health for them both. If the bonded ally is undead, they both get a physical attack bonus. So this could be really interesting. Like, so this is probably part of why they made Kira undead, is just kind of like this synergy. Now, like the Kira, so Kira is one of those interesting heroes. Like, so I did a video about Kira last night, but this could be potentially interesting. Like I said, like I don't know if I like said the change to Kira make her undead. I don't know if it's necessary, but this is an ability that's gonna possibly, like I said, if you're using Kira, like, good chance she's the highest attack on the team, but we'll have to see how it pans out. Also, it's a attack bonus of 325, vampirism 5.115. So we don't know the scaling, how this, I just guess that's, vampirism 5.115 is not very much. Yeah, so we'll have to see how that goes. Lyria summons 3 spirits. The spirits chase the enemy who has dealt the most damage in the last 10 seconds. The effect lasts 10 seconds. While the spirit's present, the chased hero cannot attack anyone except them, while other heroes cannot target the spirits. So this is like a crowd control ability, though this is probably a debuff, so this probably gets blocked by Ode Serenity, but this scales on her health, so 0.25% health plus 10. So that's actually not a lot. The spirits are going to be pretty fragile. So if the hero has any uh decent damage, they'll be able to pull off the spirits pretty quickly. Um, most damage. So even like said, like the it's a hero with a lot of damage abilities, so good damage potential. This one doesn't seem that great, especially if it gets blockable. So this one's gonna be probably the meh ability, but this is a big one everyone's talking about. Shackles of Doom passive skill. The hero exudes an aura that decreases the dodge stat of all enemies within an area effect. If all affected enemies receive additional physical damage from physical attacks, the size of this aura scales the number of undead units in the ally team. So this is 25% of her physical attack. So this is going to be a lot weaker than I thought it was going to be. The aura scales the number of undead units. Also, it's like, right, how many undead units do you need for this to actually affect, like, you know, more than just the main tank on the other team? Like said, right? So let's assume Lyria is like, because she's a frontline warrior, so let's assume she's going to be typically the second spot on a team, right behind like their main tank, right? Like, is her, if you're just playing her by herself, is her aura enough to affect like the main tank, like the front? Like if Aurora's like the tank on the other team, is her aura gonna be extend for a to Aurora, or like said, or if she's by herself, is that not like good enough? And also like how much farther, like if it does go that far, how much farther, like Aurora or Dante, right? They're gonna be buffing up the whole team. Will it actually stop? Like I said, will it actually affect those other heroes too, or does she need to go, or do you need to go like a full undead team? You have Morgan with some minions to actually get this to a decent size, right? These are some of the good questions, but also 25% physical attack, like that's just not going to be particularly great scaling. Let's see who's going to have high physical attack. Someone like Jew probably, right? What's his physical attack? So his physical attack is 62,000. Uh, Isaac, okay, Isaac has 104,000. That's actually pretty high. Physical attack 90,000 here. So on the higher end, we're about 100,000 physical attack. Ishmael 94. Okay, so let's just assume she has around 100,000 physical attack, right? So 100,000 physical attack means this is going to reduce about 25,000 dodge. That's actually pretty significant. Though, like I said, if a single dodge buff is around, see, so Aurora's base dodge, right? So she has 14,245 dodge. A single dodge buff is 13,941. Most times she'll have like 2 or 3. So this is going to be significant. It will, like I said, I mean, especially if at the beginning of the fight, Aurora's chance to dodge is going to be really low, which is also going to make it harder to activate energy from Kayn. Like I said, this could shut down her dodge before she gets her first ult off, because like I said, right, she said this is what makes Kayn good as a patron for Aurora, because every time she dodges, she gets almost 35% energy, so pretty much 3 dodges full energy. This is gonna make it so, like I said, her base dodge is only 14,000, so let's assume, like I said, if 14,245, I mean, with Kayn, she gets some extra. She does get more, like I said, Kayn adds like another 3,000 dodge. Patron. All right, so extra 2,987.3 dodge. Right, so that's about 3,000 more. So we're like, what? So it'll be about 17,000 dodge. If she is on the higher end of physical attack, right? Like, so if she reduces dodge by 25,000, that could definitely slow down Aurora's first ult and prevent, those later buffs. But if Aurora gets going, though, like I said, once you get 2 or 3, 4 dodge buffs up, like, like once you have multiple dodge buffs, this is going to start, you're going to get back to where your 2-hit rates drop below 50% again. So this will, a big question mark is going to be how much physical attack does Lyria get? Like, what is her physical attack right when she is maxed out? This is a huge question mark. Right, it's also 2% physical attack. Okay, red +1, like if you go said, so it's be 5,000. Gosh, those spirits have no health. That's this ability is gonna be. Her Children of the Grave ability is not that gonna be like relevant. Shackles, like I said, so. Do I have any heroes with like no better like red rank, but like no other investment? Probably not. Uh, artifacts. Yeah, it's gonna be like Zed. So she is strength based. What's Tristan get? He's a strength based fighter. 68,000. Yeah, the strength based fighters are gonna be lower because you don't get. Ooh, so yeah, Ju like she might end up being more like only around 60,000, which would only be 15,000 reduction if she only has like 60 because she's a strength hero, right? So she's not gonna have the agility hero bonus, right? So she's not gonna be as high as physical attack. So we should probably compare it to like strength heroes like Jew or Trins. Like I said, yeah, that's gonna be a question. Like if she only has 60,000 attack, she's only gonna be reducing dodge by about 15,000, which means Aurora is still gonna have a healthy amount of dodge with Kane Patron. Like she'll still have like a couple thousand dodge, and with the way dodge works, it has like I said, it scales like a little like 2,000 dodge adds quite a high chance of dodge. Whereas like once you go above like the enemies like opposing like their main stat, you start getting diminished returns. Like so, like said, so let's see. Uh, so around 17,000 ish. A hero's main stat 17,000. Like if Aurora has exactly 17,308 dodge, then Sebastian has a 50% chance of landing a hit. Right? It's based on it goes against their primary stat. And it scales like right set where it's like equal amount is 50%. But like I forget the exact equation. I'd have to go look it up. But like just even having like 2,000 or something ends up being like a 20% chance of dodging, whereas 30,000 is only a slightly higher chance. It's not, it doesn't, you don't get a plus like, right? So doubling it be like what? That's like where you get to like 67% or something. Like it scales like that. Right? Like if you go up to like 34,000, it'd only be like a 67% chance of dodge. So it's like it goes 50%, right? But then you double it's only 67%. Like it's just how it scales. Scales way, like I said, it definitely favors low numbers matter more. You get diminished returns the higher you go in dodge. So, right, if you're, like I said, so this is going to be the biggest question is how much physical attack does Lyria get when she is maxed out? How much physical attack does she get when she's maxed out? Because that's the key equation here. The other key question, how, like said, how big is her aura without other undead on the field, or without undead to boost them, right? How big is her aura, right? Those are the two main questions. Like those, like I said, those questions will determine a lot how good she is. They also brought back the hero tournament power. This one is special because this one you can get the Trax coins for the event. Like these are what you need, the currency, the special currency for the event exchange tracks rewards of festival. So if you want to get her souls or whatever, you want to do all those things, you're gonna probably want to try to place high in this event. Because there were 7 days to the event, 7 days, 6 days, 20 hours to the event, and you're gonna want to try to place high as you can in your pool. Hopefully you got a good pool where you can place highly, but you know, there's a bit of luck on this. But and if you need emeralds, there's a 4x emerald sale right now. There are these offers which aren't that good. I'd probably pass on most of these. I guess you can get the absolute artifact chests, but it's hard to recommend these. 42,000 emeralds for $75. Yeah, it's just hard to recommend these when you have these really nice 4x emerald cells. So, yeah, like I said, a lot of questions still to be answered about Lyria. We'll have to see. Like I said, I guess I could buy the pre-order just to like be able to answer some of these, but I'd probably wait a day or two. Like I said, I'll probably do a video about her later, like where I actually have her. But yeah, until then though, if you missed the video I put up yesterday about Kira becoming an undead, I do have that video which you can find. Right, she's undead now, yeah, and you can find that video down below. As always, thank you for watching.